From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. I'm Sarah Lane. Thousands had data leaked in Blood Center ransomware attack. New York Blood Center confirmed a January ransomware attack exposed sensitive data of thousands of patients and employees. Attackers accessed its systems between January 20th and 26th, stealing names, health records, test results, and in some cases, social security numbers, IDs, and financial details before deploying ransomware. Regulators in Texas said at least 10,557 residents were affected. The full scope remains unclear, but notifications began September 5th, months after the investigation closed in June. UK Electoral Commission recovers 3 years after China hack. The UK Electoral Commission says it took 3 years and more than £250,000 to recover from a 2021 hack by suspected Chinese spies that exposed the personal details of 40 million voters. Attackers exploited an unpatched Microsoft Exchange flaw to access electoral registers and internal emails, which wasn't detected until late 2022. Basic security failures included poor password practices, and ignoring warnings were later said to be the root of the problem. NPM packages with 2 billion weekly downloads targeted in supply chain attack. Attackers compromised a maintainer's account in a phishing attack and injected malware into 18 popular NPM packages with more than 2.6 billion weekly downloads. The code hijacked browser-based crypto transactions by intercepting wallet APIs and replacing destination addresses with attacker-controlled ones. NPM has since pulled malicious versions, and researchers note only fresh installs made during a narrow time window were likely affected, which limits overall impact. Plex suffers yet another password spill. Plex alerted some users to reset their passwords following a new breach. Its third in a decade. Emails, usernames, and securely hashed passwords may have been accessed, but credit card data apparently was not affected. The company says the impact is limited and the attack method has been addressed. Users are advised to reset passwords, log out of connected devices, and enable two-factor authentication. Details on the number of affected accounts were not disclosed, and only select users appear to have received notifications. I was one of them. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Vanta. Do you know the status of your compliance controls right now? Right this second, right now. We know that real-time visibility is critical for security, but when it comes to our GRC programs, we rely on point-in-time checks. But more than 9,000 companies have continuous visibility into their controls with Vanta. Vanta brings automation to evidence collection across 35 frameworks, like SOC 2 and ISO 27001. They also centralize key workflows like policies, access reviews, and reporting, and helps you get security questionnaires done 5 times faster with AI. Now that is a new way to GRC. Get started at vanta.com/headlines. That's vanta.com/headlines. Cyber Command and NSA to remain under single leader. The U.S. administration announced it will not split the dual leadership of U.S. Cyber Command and the NSA, citing the complexity and multi-year timeline. Senior officials say maintaining the dual-hat structure allows faster, more unified operations. Army Lieutenant General William Hartman, acting head of both agencies, is expected to be confirmed permanently. U.S. indicts Ukrainian national for hundreds of ransomware attacks. The U.S. Justice Department indicted Ukrainian national Vladimir Tymoshenko for orchestrating hundreds of ransomware attacks since at least 2018. He and others have said to have targeted more than 250 U.S. companies and hundreds globally, causing tens of millions in damages, primarily to large corporations, healthcare, and industrial firms. The State Department is offering up to $10 million for information leading to his arrest. Microsoft fixes 81 flaws, 20 days. Adobe patches critical Cold Fusion and Commerce vulnerabilities. Adobe patched around 24 flaws across 9 products, including critical bugs in Cold Fusion and Commerce Magento. Another critical bug lets unauthenticated attackers bypass Commerce security features. Adobe also patched high-severity issues in Acrobat Reader, Premiere Pro, AEM, Dreamweaver, and other tools. Microsoft fixed 81 vulnerabilities, including 20 days in Windows SMB Server and SQL Server. 9 were rated critical, with 5 enabling remote code execution. The SMB flaw could allow relay attacks and privilege escalation. The SQL Server bug stemmed from a Newtonsoft.json issue that could cause denial of service. Other fixes covered Office, Hyper-V, BitLocker, and Windows kernel. Hackers hide behind Tor in exposed Docker API breaches. Akamai researchers reported attackers are targeting exposed Docker APIs using Tor to hide their activity. The malware sets up persistent SSH access, blocks external API access, and installs tools for scanning and propagation. A downloaded Go binary enables self-replication and removal of competitor containers, showing botnet-like behavior. This suggests potential future expansion for credential theft, browser hijacking, and DDoS attacks. Remember to follow the CISO series on LinkedIn and YouTube. We are always posting original interviews, fun event coverage, snippets from our shows, and other great content. Just search for CISO series wherever you spend time on the internet, and you'll find us. If you have thoughts from the news from today or about our show in general, be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I am Sarah Lane, reporting for the CISO series, and I want you to have a good one.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to CISOseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.